Alright, Forsaken finally updated. Solar's finally blessed us with an update. And I would say, guess who it is? Guess what killer got added? Was it Noli? Ooh, no, it wasn't. You know who it was. They're in the game name, they're in the title, they're in the thumbnail. It was Taph. Taph is a trap-based survivor in the game, and fun as hell. Unless you're the killer. If you're the killer, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. If you played as killer when Taph first released, I'm sorry. You poor soul. But you're not here to hear me, ramble about being killer against Taph, being unfun. I mean, that's, like when Dusaka released, everyone was Dusaka. You know that. That's not what you're here for. You're here to know what they're like and what happened in this update. So that's what we'll talk about. Taph, as a survivor, earns money and XP decently fast. Maybe not money, because you get 5 to 3 depending on what it is, if it's a tripwire being tripped or a subspace going off. If you're aggressive with your traps and your subspace, you will get quite a lot more than you would normally, but you only have 90 HP, so it's probably not the best way to going about it, as you'll probably just get abandoned by your team and you don't really have anything to help you during the chase. I mean, you can try and lead them into your traps, but if the killer is decent at the game, they'll probably know what you're trying to do. So what I recommend is being quite sneaky, putting tripwires just for looping spots, which is the best you can do. Killers are going to expect it around any corner, so don't expect those to always go off. They might always get broken. They could get hit by a random mass infection or anything like that, so it's not something to rely on much. Subspace, on the other hand, can be quite useful if you hide it around corners. But if you don't know what Taph does, you might be thinking, I'm saying all this, but what do they do? Well, the tripwire, it has infinite range. You can put it down, and it will slow you down, and you'll have to drag it across to another location, use the ability again, and you'll place it. Once you've done that, you can just leave it there, and if a killer touches it, they'll get slowed down, but they can break it with an M1 or any kind of ranged move. I don't know if it can get broken by the head from Jason or anything, but it might be able to. I haven't tested that. If a killer touches it, they'll get slowness, and they'll be highlighted for every survivor on the map. It's a really good utility, but it can, like I said, it can be broken really easily, and killers will be expecting it, so try and put it in sneaky spots. If you're on maps like Yorick's Resting Place, Planet Voss, try and hide the pegs behind some trees. If you're on Cool Carnival, keep the wire in areas with the white brick, and try to keep the pegs hidden away. That's the best I can recommend, because if they're just swinging anyway, even if they can't see it, it will get hit. But that's all I can recommend for trying to hide it. I've played Taph ever since it came out. I've been playing it for the past couple days. This is what seems to work the most, so that's what I recommend. For the subspace trip mine, it'll take a couple seconds to arm for a little animation, and you'll chuck it out like Elliot's Pizza, but it comes out from your middle instead of your left arm. It'll begin a countdown, and every 10 seconds it'll make a big it'll just make a sound effect, and you'll see it for a couple seconds. After 30 seconds, it will explode on its own, and if a killer hits it or goes near it, it will also explode on its own. If it explodes on its own from just a countdown, it will affect everyone around it. If it explodes from the killer going near it, it will affect everyone around it. But if a killer hits it, I don't think anyone gets affected by it, or at least the Taph who placed it doesn't, from what I've seen. When you get hit by it, you'll get the subspace debuff and helpless. And what subspace does is it will make your screen pink, and it will shift your camera around randomly. They are working on a motion sickness mode, so that should be coming out in the future as well if you have motion sickness like me, though it's not that bad. Subspace, if you use shift lock, you can fix your camera rather easily, so it's not the biggest problem, though if you're on mobile, it would be a big issue. Taph, like most other supports, only has 90 HP. He has normal stamina, drain, and speed, like all other survivors, so you don't have to worry about being slightly slower or losing stamina slightly faster, though they do suffer in chases like Builderman, so you will have to rely on your looping and your juking ability. If you're not great at that, then or you're just a bit rusty, I recommend just going and playing a survivalist a couple rounds before you go and play Taph. as of the update, they only have 10 skins now. Milestones aren't out yet, so don't get your hopes up if the milestones are out. I mean, Dusakars aren't even out, so give the devs some time on that. And then this update, we also got a couple other skins for Noob, Elliot, some 7 and 7 skins. Only 3 Shedletsky skins, but ooh, it's gonna be a Shedletsky skin. I'm only kidding. A Builder Man got a ton, along with Chance, and Dusakar, he got the Toothy Deer skin. I mean, normal looking guy. Please put the. Thank you. A ton of Chance skins, like I said, and Jason got a few. And 1x got a new Reaper-like skin, though it's kind of pay to lose, as you can see. It's outlined through the fog. Chance and Shedletsky got their golden skins. And I think, as this is coming out on April Fool's, the 1eggs skin should be out. Maybe? I'm not sure. Two-Time didn't get any skins. Cool Kid didn't get any skins, and neither did John Doe. The Two-Time rework isn't out with this update, but you can't really blame them with all the drama and all the devs leaving, which really is a shame. It really is, because they don't deserve all of that. And the water on Ninja School got fixed. A couple of bug fixes, and that's really all for this update. Overall, I think Taph is really, really powerful, really fun character, but they struggle in chases. They synergize really well with other supports and stunners. Like if you get someone in a subspace or a trip mine, and then a chance goes up, or they get in your like a subspace, and then a turret is slowing them at the same time. So they work really well with Builder Man. They work really well with Dusakar as well. Really anything. So go out there, bully the killer with some subspaces, and just bully some clueless Jason who just got on the game and has no idea what's going on and why his screen's pink.
Check it out. Oh, good morning, Rupert. Please tell me you set the timer on the coffee maker, because I completely forgot.